Oh. Season 5, bitches. Better buckle up.
Yeah, he's back again. Let the madness roll. Dick Buttons on the mic with a heart and soul. Rants that roar, reviews that bite. He's firing off truth like a spark in the night. Welcome to the world according to Dick. Season 5 is here. Better turn it up quick. He raves, he rants, he never phones it in. And when the wine gets flowing, the Vincenzo begins.
Man, it's fun to look back at memories. Join me.
Flip back the clock, let the good times play. Dust off the laughs from yesterday. Old school moments, my wife smiles. Ride those memories for a while. Join me now. Come stay a bit. Back in time with Dick.
Come on, let's take a trip back in time.
That's right, everybody. It is time for another new segment on The World According to Dick Buttons. And this one is Memories with Dick. I pour myself a cup of coffee in my Fallen Angel mug, available at the AI Music Society merchandise shop. Let me take a sip. So, what is Memories with Dick all about? Well, when I have a moment and it makes me think of things from the past, this is where I will um, talk about it. So, um, my mom passed away last week, and we were cleaning out closets, and I came across a bunch of drawings and letters and job offers from the past, and it really brought back a lot of memories, and I wanted to share them with you. So the first thing I came across, and I'll throw the pictures up there so you can see it, was a job offer letter, my very first job offer from Ortho Clinical Diagnostics, a J&J company, for well, no, this wasn't my first job at J. So the second job at Ortho, the receiving clerk. And I want you to take note of that salary. I'll zoom in so you can see that. And at that point in time, I think it was 89, I was quite excited to make that much money. Boy, have times changed. Uh, the other thing that I did come across was a bunch of drawings, and I did like to draw growing up. So I found a bunch of kiss pictures that I hand sketched. Some were in pencil, black and white, and others were in color. I'll throw all those up there too. Uh, I did. It was pretty good. Um, I'm not what my daughter turned out to be, but pretty decent, I must say. Then I came across this, which I thought was blew my mind. Where I met this person, my younger audience, if there is a younger audience, may not or may remember McLean Stevenson from MASH. I have his autograph right there, McLean Stevenson. Then I came across a hand sketch. One of my favorite shows growing up was Greatest American Hero. I don't know if anybody remembers that show, but here's a picture of Robert Culp and I forget his name now. What was the character? The guy Ralph. I remember Robert Culp going Ralph. So here's a picture of Robert Culp and Ralph, the Greatest American Hero. You could tell I had a lot of free time as a kid. But one of the most cherished things that I found, and I've mentioned this before in other podcasts, I used to play Dungeons and Dragons. And in addition to playing Dungeons and Dragons, I was a dungeon master. Keep your minds out of the gutter. And I used to write campaigns for me and my friends to play. So the first picture I came across was my character, and I remember the name like it was yesterday. His name was Millennium, and he was half human, half orc. Orc, not orc, org. And here's his picture. We all did that. We were a bunch of geeks growing up. We created our characters and we drew them and we kept them in a binder. But then what I found, and this was cool but also sad at the same time because all I found was the cover to one of the campaigns that I created. Man, would I have killed for the actual campaign and everything in it. That would have been a trip. Then I would have got my buddies together. Then Vincenzo and I would have recruited some other people and would have went through that campaign because I did write several. I think that was the last one that I wrote. I can't tell, but look at the cool cover and in color, title, and everything. It was modeled after the books that you bought, so not exactly 100% creative. Then I also found in high school. Actually, was it high school? No, this was middle school. In middle school, I used to draw comics about the teachers and hand them out. It did get me some help with the grades because, listen, I wasn't the best student in the world, being honest about that. Here is a cover, only the cover of Woodman versus Metalman. And as you can probably assume, this was our metal shop teacher, Mr. Harris, and our woodshop teacher, Mr. Tierney. It's amazing what you remember when you find stuff. And here's the cover to one of the many comics I drew of them, and I used to hand them out to the kids as well. It was quite popular. Oh, and then I did find when I was working in ortho clinical diagnostics, and I worked there for 16 years. And I could tell you that story on another podcast, but they used to have a monthly newsletter called Dialogue. And after being there a while, people realized that I drew and, how am I going to get the reflection off my glasses? It's annoying. But anyway, I found one of these Dialogue monthly newsletters. And on the back, the sales team had asked me to draw a cartoon about a new system that they were rolling out to the sales reps. Uh, it was exciting because this Dialogue magazine not only went out to the people in the building, but went out to the sales reps and all the people worldwide. And Ortho did lean on me quite often for other projects as well. And then, and then there's a letter from the HR director thanking me for the artwork. This is all pretty cool stuff. I mean, I had a very nice time at Ortho Clinical Diagnostics. Companies aren't like that anymore. It was more like a family atmosphere. But it was cool to find all this stuff. It's amazing what you pack away uh, when you just have room to put stuff. And as sad as the event of my mom's passing was, it did bring a smile to my face that she saved all this stuff after all that time. And it was fun to take a look back. Oh, and the last thing that they found, I'm not gonna put it up there because it's like 6 pages long, was a short story I wrote in English in high school. Anybody wants to read it, I will put it in the comments that you want to read it, and I will put a link in there, and you can read it for yourself. It was pretty damn good. Well, this was the first episode of Memories of Dick, and, it's not gonna be a frequent thing, but I think it's a good one. When I come across stuff that I wanna share with you guys, I'll throw it up here. Until next time, Dick Buttons out.
Lights, camera, dicks on the scene, tearing through movies, funny or obscene. Blockbuster or flop, he'll give you the news with popcorn, sarcasm, and strong pointed views. It's time for Dick Buttons movie reviews.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for another Dick Buttons movie review. I know how you wait for these. This movie I watched was Anaconda. No, not the original, but the not even a remake, but a reimagining with Paul Rudd and Jack Black. And I gotta say, I did enjoy this. So spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movie, stop here and skip forward to the Vincenzo. Um, so what the plot of this movie is, 4 high school friends, when they were young, used to make movies on their VHS camera. And then, of course, they flash forward. All 4 of them go their separate ways and married, divorced, jobs that they hate, their lives going nowhere. And uh, Paul Rudd's character uh, gets the friends together and says, "Hey, on a lark, I got the rights to the movie Anaconda." Oh, and plot point: Anaconda was their favorite movie. Not The Godfather, not Goodfellas, but go figure, Anaconda. He tells his friends that he has the rights to the book, which is what the movie was based on. And he said, "We're all at such crossroads in our lives. Let's go to the Amazon jungle and remake Anaconda." And there's the plot. Now, is that a realistic plot? No. So it almost had a Tropic Thunder feel to it, I will say. But you know what? I enjoyed this movie. Jack Black was fantastic. Paul Rudd, always. I love him in everything. And I'm ashamed to say I don't. This guy is a character actor. I'll put his picture up here. He was fantastic in everything that I've seen him in, as well as the woman who played the other high school friend. And so they jaunt off to uh, the tropical Amazon rainforest to make this movie, and there was a subplot of an actual uh, huge snake that lives in the jungle. They hire somebody that had a big snake, but not the large snake. And of course, 10 minutes into filming this movie, they kill the snake that they hired to film this movie with. And then their goal is to go deeper into the jungle, and they run into some crime syndicate thing, and that's the subplot. But I mean, I laughed. Uh, Jack Black and Paul Rudd are fantastic together. I would recommend this movie. I do, and this is gonna come off so weird, but I do give this movie 4 out of 5 dicks. Gotta give him credit. It was enjoyable, kept my interest. Yeah, is it silly? Of course it is. Is it realistic? No, but I don't watch movies for realism. I watch movies for an escape. So if you trust me and trust my reviewing skills, and if you want a Fallen Angel mug, or if you want a Dick Buttons mug, and I know you can't see it, but there's a Vincenzone mug over there. I'll put the link in the comments. We have a merchandise shop. You could support our podcast and sit down and watch our podcast with your favorite character's mug. We even have Fritzy File mugs coming soon. So, listen, support us. Buckle up, kids, because you know what's next? It's time for the Vincenzone.
The boys are back, entertainment's on. Wine is flowing, topics insane. Friends for life, breaking it down. No script, no breaks, no shame. They bring it loud, they bring it strong. Crack it open, turn it on. When the chaos hits the microphone, the Vincenzone. Turn it up and listen on.
That's right, everybody. From that theme music, it can only mean one thing, and it is time for the Vincenzone. And to my right,
As always, honored and humbled.
and what are we drinking today? Oh, look, it's perfectly cued. This is our favorite.
Ugh, love it.
Goes
Goes good with everything.
It does, and I think it looks like I should be in the Beatles with this jacket.
Well, they already made the biopic movie, so you're
Oh,
tapped.
Barry Keoghan as Ringo.
He's got the nose for it. That nose. It was all about the nose.
And he has the accent too, right?
Yeah, he does.
Although Barry Keoghan is Scottish, right?
He might be.
But they're not Scottish. The
Now,
Beatles.
is that biopic coming out in? I think it's coming out as
4 separate movies.
4 separate movies.
Each from the point of view of each member.
So, well, I guess, it's a win-win for for the studio because
I don't think so. Are you going to see 4 fucking movies?
no, I'll watch them when they go to stream.
Okay.
And I think now I think when things go into the movies, I think it's only we're getting it into the movies, so it can be considered for an Oscar
Okay.
type of thing.
My point is, though, 4 fucking movies, and why isn't Pete Best getting his own movie? I'd like to hear his perspective.
Didn't make the cut. Didn't make the cut. Maybe that'll be a separate movie. That whole thing.
I don't know. I think it's a mistake. I think 4, 5. Oh, look, see the glass.
Oh, like a balance. Like a balance. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 4 movies is asinine. But what do I know?
Do we know how long each movie is?
10 minutes.
Then it works.
I think they're movies.
All right. By the way, I was listening to your rant. Let's do a cheers first.
Cheers. Which rant?
After listening to one of your rants, I think we should pass sweeping legislation in New Jersey.
Is this the gas station rant?
Nope.
Oh.
That's a good one. Anybody who cuts in line in a funeral procession has to now attend the funeral and buy everybody afterwards a round of drinks. However, if you're driving a BMW or Tesla, 2 rounds of drinks.
I mean, you got to be a colossal asshole to cut into a funeral.
Like I said, have them go to the funeral. That's your penalty. And then buy drinks afterwards.
That's good that you're watching.
Well, because as soon as I thought, I was like, oh, how can we punish those people?
So, nerd alert. I was devastated. Put it on the thing right there. We figured that out last week.
Aren't you gonna put our ears on that thing?
I could put but I have more. I think I have more arm room. You have longer arms, but I could do that too. I'm upset that there's no Doomsday trailer.
So what are we gonna get?
No, the only trailer we're getting is Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh,
No Spider-Man, but here's the theory, right? So 30 seconds is $10 million.
yeah. Why? People are gonna watch those anyway.
Correct.
Whenever you put them on.
Correct. And
why do? It's just common sense. Why am I gonna shell out all that money?
the 4 mini trailers that they put out got buzz. So they know the Spider-Man movie is going to
sell themselves. They really do. Why throw all that money? Have you watched any of the Super Bowl commercials ahead of time?
No, I like to be surprised.
Okay.
What are you bringing to the Big D's party? Are you bringing anything?
Some type of brownies. I forget what type of brownies.
It's kind of vague.
Flavored brownie.
I am making Philly cheesesteak egg rolls.
You just made those last year and they were like out of this world.
1 year I did. I don't know if it was last year. And I'm going to bake them because people bitch when I fry them.
Why? Do they get cold too fast?
No, because it's unhealthy when you deep fry them.
Okay, so the Super Bowl food is not a health fest.
Well, I figured if Mr. Big D is being truthful about the no deep fried turkey, maybe the fried egg rolls would
balance it.
Would balance it. Sure. We'll have to see.
I'll go there.
Any predictions on the game? Has this point spread changed?
I do not know. Last time I saw it a week ago, I think it was 4.5 in favor of Seattle. You know what? If there's a lot of betting for Seattle, then, and if it's truly fixed, Seahawks can win, but not cover the point spread. So whatever it is, I say Seahawks win, but don't cover the point spread.
I'm not that I'm a guru. I think of course, you can go one of 2 ways. Duh. That's how but
well, no, actually,
there's more scenarios. There's 2 scenarios. Either Seattle blows them out, 41 something,
All right.
or it's a close game. Somebody wins last minute. That's the only two. I don't see
Well,
Patriot.
that's the only two scenarios that we see.
Well, that I see.
Correct.
I don't see the Patriots blowing them out.
I don't either. I say Seattle wins again, not covering the point spread. So
Here we are
close
with the
game.
fixed thing.
All right, well,
Did you? Were you the one that sent me that reel or that whatever that TikTok about how it wasn't the colors of the logo that predicted the Super Bowl? Oh, you were. I have to
I
send.
want to know about it
I
now.
have to send it to you. So they always put out that picture at the
Right.
beginning,
Right.
and they pick a player from each team with their back to the camera,
Right.
looking at the logo,
Right.
and the two players in the front.
Are the quarterbacks for these Super Bowl teams?
Correct.
Right.
Now, if you wanted to,
But they never did that before.
this is the first year they had the players looking.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that feeds into it more,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Well, I want to know how the colors play in. Usually it's the bottom.
Well, the
color.
colors are wrong
Right.
because everyone said I don't know, whatever the fuck it was, but if they were wrong.
Right.
But it's Darno and May.
Yeah.
Is it May is his name?
Uh,
Yeah, May.
yeah.
It up front, first two
Mhm.
players. It's like a pyramid of the
Right.
players.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Mm.
Think of that what you will.
And your future head coach could be.
Well, the Raiders signed a head coach already.
Oh,
Offensive coordinator for Kubiak. Kubiak.
you mean for the Seahawks?
No. Yes.
Well, they can't sign him until after the game. So, and matter of fact, you can't even really.
No,
I don't even know if they
hold on.
contact him. They can't sign him.
I understand, but
They can't even.
they were talking about it
officially- Yeah, they
on
did.
sports radio.
But that's why I said your future head coach, will be in the Super Bowl, and then after the fact, they can sit down and talk with him, and they probably went up and did a wink, wink, and then threw out his name.
Maybe I
But
got the name wrong.
no, that's his name. They just got to wait till the Super Bowl's over. Can't sign him.
Sources: Raiders expected to hire Kubiak as coach. Okay.
So yeah, you can't. You got to wait for the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, so these people have sources, so it's not like it's
Do you think that's a good fit?
who would want that fucking job?
It's Vegas, baby.
I mean, yeah. Okay, but here's what I would say. Okay,
It's good enough for Elvis.
if Pete Carroll couldn't make it work, why?
Well, they don't hold on to a coach long.
Oh no, we had that discussion. Yeah.
I think Gruden was the only one they've held on to for longer than 2 seasons. So how are you expecting to build?
No, you can't because it's a win now. It's a win now thing.
Yeah, well, that doesn't work. You got to build.
No, I'm with you.
Something interesting happened to me the other day getting a mani-pedi at the
Reach around.
local nail salon. Remember how I don't know if we had this conversation about how the women at the nail salon speak in their native tongue.
Yeah.
So I went in the other day and got a mani-pedi, and it was kind of quiet. And I put on my Google Translate to pick up what they were talking about, and it looked like I was just looking at the phone.
Right.
I would move my thumb once in a while, it looked like I was scrolling, and soon enough, it was picking up the woman who was doing my mani-pedi.
Were they talking about you?
They were not.
Oh.
They were talking about, family stuff. But the funny thing was, and I didn't expect it, 2 electricians from outside came in, and the nail salon's neon light was out. And they were coming in to fix it. But to come in to fix it, they had to go see look at the electrical box.
Mm-hmm.
Guy comes in and says to them, hey, your sign's out. We've been working on this, but I need to come in. Is it all right if I look at your box? And the women said, okay. And then they kind of pointed to where it was. And then the woman who was doing my nails.
I know where this is going from.
Exactly. She said, it translated to, I should have told him that only my husband can look at that. And as I'm looking at it, I didn't even understand the context because it was like a delayed. And I'm going, what is she? And it wasn't until I walked out, I went, oh, and I put the story together. It was fantastic.
That's funny.
Fantastic.
My father-in-law set me up, and I think I told you this story. When I was in Florida one year, I was due for a mani-pedi, and
Right.
my mother-in-law said, "Well, go to my place." He goes, "I hate taking her there. They all speak Korean." He goes, "Here's a couple things that you could say back."
Right. So they think you talk
Mhm. Yeah,
fluent.
and their eyes all I mean, I dropped 2 words, and their eyes I waited for them, like, they were talking for, like, 5, 10 minutes, and their eyes just got all wide. That's from the Seinfeld thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
where they were talking about George's father.
And I guess it was a slow day. I had some time, and I said, put on translator. The worst I could do is turn it off if anybody, says something if they
That's
see it.
pretty funny.
And it wasn't until afterwards that I noticed the response. They were just talking about uh, the family and the kids and the dog and the blah blah blah. Just usual stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can tell by their expressions if they're
That's not very
listening.
exciting, though. I'd rather have something more juicy,
Yeah, it was just that comment afterwards that was great.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was good.
I'm surprised they even got that. No, I mean,
It was picking up the person who was doing my mani pedi because it could hear her.
no, I didn't mean Google Translate. I
Oh,
meant that the woman got the box joke comment.
oh, yeah, they're
It is kinda crude.
yeah, they're slick.
I'm tired. It was I was gonna say it's been a long week. It's only fucking Tuesday.
That
Uh,
January was a hell of a month.
and February will be over before you know it.
Are you having your faucets drip at night?
No.
Oh my gosh, people's pipes are bursting like there's no tomorrow. Every time I go somewhere, people's pipes are bursting.
I think we're on an upswing now anyway. I don't
We're going into the teens this
okay,
weekend,
but it was in the single digits last week, so
and we're below 0. Yeah.
yeah. So
We'll have a drip.
my, my father, is the proponent of running the faucets.
Like I said, just the slowest of drips, because if it's the slowest of drips, can't freeze. Water's gotta go through, and it shows that water's going through.
I saw
And only at nighttime.
only at night.
Well, it's colder at
Colder
night.
at night.
Yeah.
I saw, we watched this guy on, YouTube, I forget his name, Joey Cantina. He does Wildwood videos.
Oh, yeah, no, you told me about him. Actually, when we were down in Wildwood, you were telling me
Yeah,
about him.
and, he was ice skating on the ocean. That the water that comes up, like, up close to the boardwalk, there was, like, people playing hockey, and,
Holy crap.
I mean, you would never think that would happen.
Yeah, but you know what? Lake Michigan is like an ocean. It's got crazy waves, and it freezes over.
My in-laws sent a picture. They live in Florida.
Mm.
It was 25 degrees at night, and the fountain in the town square was frozen over, like the fountain we at,
Yeah.
Bryant Park or
Yeah.
whatever, yeah,
Yeah,
Bryant
Bryant Park,
yeah.
yeah. But you know what? For all those people who sent me those smart ass pictures and things of, here we are in here we are in Florida with beautiful weather with our
Yeah.
windows open.
You got what you
win
asked for.
Get your windows open now?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I know global warming affects weather patterns and everything, but I think everybody's blaming Canada on this one for some reason. I hear
By
all
the
the
way, we always blame Canada.
yeah. But there's a South Park no, the South Park song is "Fuck Canada,"
Yes, correct.
but I think Robin Williams had a song, "Let's Blame Canada," something like that.
Canada.
I
I think it's well, again, we've done this twice every 10 years.
what?
This snow thing with the cold. We
Yeah.
did it in 2016. We did it 10 years before that. So it might be just cyclical. It might be just coming around. And if it doesn't come back around for another 10 years, I'll be happy.
I'm not a fan. I like the change in weather and
Mhm.
seasons, but I am not a fan of this.
No, the only benefit we're going to get out of this is for those with seasonal allergies. This is going to kill a lot of this. So this summer is going to be wonderful. The ragweed, the tree pollen, the grass pollen is not going to be crazy like it used to be.
I don't get them anymore. I used to have them in high school.
Hmm.
Hay fever I had.
Oh, terrible.
It was like June to beginning of August, and that was it. But as I got older, for some reason, it doesn't happen anymore.
As I got older, I started doing them in little batches. A little bit of ragweed, a little bit of tree pollen, a little bit of grass pollen. Annoying.
Did you? There's a show I'm watching,
Hmm.
Steel,
Steel.
on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And not in the mineral, but as in take.
Okay.
I know the actress. I can't place her name.
Okay.
It's primarily all English actors and actresses.
Okay.
She's the only one I really recognize.
All right.
But it's about a heist of a investment bank, and I can't give anything because there's a
Right.
twist in the first episode.
Okay.
But very very good.
Okay.
I'll look up her name.
Is it a limited series?
It's like 6 episodes,
Oh,
and whether or not,
better.
and I don't know if they're gonna renew it because,
But even if you get one great season out of something like that,
yeah, but if you think back, right, when shows were created, shows were fucking 22 episodes long with a break in for the winter or whatever.
right?
Now a new show gets 6, 8, maybe 10 episodes. What the
Right.
fuck?
Because they run out of ideas. They really do.
All right, let's see. Yeah, here. Oh, I'm tired today. Season 1. Yes, the last thing. Sophie Turner. Thank you. She's from Game of Thrones, isn't she? Or X-Men.
Oh, Sophie Turner, that used to be the one that gosh. Was she yes. Was she also married to a Jonas brother? Joe Jonas?
Yes.
The one
Now
who
let
got
me just search
divorced.
her.
And now she'll be in the X-Men. No, or she's oh wait, isn't she the new Tomb Raider?
She's only 29. Yeah, her spouse, they divorced in 2024.
Right. I think she's in the
Uh,
new Tomb Raider.
is she?
Mhm.
Game of Thrones. I was right. She was in Game of
Right.
Thrones. Dark Phoenix. She was dark. She was yeah. The Dreadful. Trust. The Staircase. But it doesn't say. I'll do Sophie Turner. Tomb Raider.
They showed I think a picture of her in her outfit.
There were 2 Tomb Raider series in development.
Mhm.
An upcoming live action series for Prime Video starring Sophie Turner. But the movie,
Is
and then there's an animated series for
okay.
Tomb Raider for Netflix.
All right.
But
That's where I saw it.
so she's got to lose her accent for Lara Croft, right? Or did she have an accent? Because
Mhm.
what's her place played her with an accent.
Right. Oh, maybe they'll
I think they should make a movie where it looks like the 8-bit version of with the triangle breasts and
incoming.
that's a great vehicle for a movie and stuff. It's action and I enjoyed I forgot her name already.
Who?
The one who played her in the movies.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
I enjoyed those movies.
Yeah, so did I. I thought they were very well written.
Very true to the game. At least the
Yes.
first one was. Like every sequence was from a game was from a
Right.
part of the game. And
What was the name of the zombie movie? The zombie
The
series.
Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
That
It was
first
also taken from the video games.
The first episode was like playing the game.
Right.
And I think we went over this. We might as well finish this.
Holiday Poor.
I forgot that Joel got killed in the second game. So
Right away, yeah.
I didn't know. I played the fucking game and I forgot it.
No, my barber at the time did, and he says, well, but he said for the show, they're gonna
Oh, he's in it for
they're gonna
flashbacks
they're
and
gonna
shit.
stretch him out, but
No. He gets killed in the
Right.
second game.
yeah,
So he got killed in the
the
first
second
episode,
se-
second.
second
Yeah.
series, right?
But I forgot. So when he got, I was like, fuck, they're gonna kill him?
That's like
That's all right. They killed him because Pedro Pascal is in too many things.
he's probably also overbooked. He's got stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm not a hater. I don't hate Pedro Pascal. I think he's a fucking good actor.
I think he's a good actor.
I think he's a great actor.
No, well, you said good actor. You didn't.
I'm
start off-
upgrading it. I'm upgrading it. I think he's a great actor.
You
Did-
are allowed to change your mind about it.
Did you see The Unbearable Weight of Being Famous? I think
I
that's
know what you're talking about.
with Nick Cage.
No.
Pedro Pascal plays a obsessed fan of Nick Cage's
Okay.
and sort of kidnaps him.
Okay.
It's fucking. I mean, he plays such an unhinged. Pedro does
Right.
an unhinged, maniacal, but in a if you could be a nice maniacal. Like he's just a big fan and he wants to be.
You could sympathize with on some level.
Well, I'm a star fucker.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
So you could sympathize with him on some level and say, "Yeah, I can see where you're going."
I don't know if I would go to the lengths that he did in the movie.
Again, you can sympathize with him, but not his actions.
Someone has a birthday this week, don't they?
Is it president?
Mm-mm.
Don't we got presidents' birthdays in this month?
I think next weekend, next Monday is the President's Day, isn't it?
Maybe.
I thought it was your birthday coming. You're going to be 70? Is that
I'm going to be Route 66.
66?
Get your kicks.
I don't know. Maybe that's
Route
why I have such an old
66.
demographic for this podcast.
Maybe the listeners will tell me, how old do I look? No. The listener will say, dude, you look 66.
I'm sure people would be more than willing to answer how old you act. In fact, let's have some fun.
Let's.
Whoever's watching,
At my expense.
how old? Okay, I'm 60. He's 66. How old do I look? How old does he look?
Am I got my good side?
Well, that you said you wanted to sit on that side.
I'm just teasing.
Do you have a good side?
I do not. That's it.
Speaking of, do the Olympics start soon? The Winter Olympics?
They do.
When?
Like February, right after the Super
We're in February.
Right after the Super
Right after
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
'Cause I think the same. If NBC's doing the Super Bowl, they're also doing the Olympics.
I saw the commercial. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. It just takes up too much of my fucking TV. During
It's getting in my way of the good stuff.
I don't know.
Well, plus I don't know. I catch all that stuff in the highlights.
Yeah,
Those highlights. Yeah,
And if you want to watch the good shit when it actually happens, you got to stay up to like 3 in the fucking morning.
correct.
And it makes no sense to me. What do I know? I just have a podcast.
Same comments below. Mhm. So I thought of a Super Bowl commercial we
All
could
right.
do.
Oh, here we go. Let's hear it. Pitch it. Pitch it.
And you can fill in the spots and interrupt and say, "Oh, and we could do this." Um, it's summertime. It's the end of the summer. A white van is driving, and you see on the side of the van. Let's see how.
Free candy.
You're getting the tone though.
Okay.
Plasker's Pool. So Plasker Pool Company. So they're driving up. You don't see the driver. You just hear him talking.
Am I supposed to know who Plasker's Pool is?
We're getting there, and see
Oh.
how fast you get.
Okay.
I'm in the passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a worker. The guy who's driving the truck is evidently in charge,
Mm-hmm.
telling me, "All right, this guy's important. We got to clean this pool. He expects nothing but the best." Yes, Mr. Plasker. Drive up. You get out. You still don't see the driver. You see the back of him, but you still don't only really see me. Go up to the door, knock on the door. It's you in a silk robe, and Mr. Plasker addresses you as, "Good morning, Judge. We're here to close up your pool for the summer." And he says, and you've kind of given him this, this kind of dismissal. Go around to the back. And you're not even allowed to go through the house. So we go around to the back. And the pool has leaves and all kind of stuff. And again, you still don't see Mr. Plasker, but you hear his voice telling me, "Listen, get your hazmat suit on, get in that pool and start cleaning it up." And you come out in your robe and said, "And I want it sterilized, and I want it cleaned, and I want it septic, and I want it." And you both walk off.
Mm-hmm.
So I there in my hazmat suit with the whole face thing, and I'm raking and cleaning the pool. And two kids who probably are the judge's sons, who probably should have seen in the background when the judge opened the door to know that it was his sons, are playing around outside, and one of them has a candy bar, and the other one said, "You're supposed to share it. Dad says you're supposed to share it with me." And he said he did not. And they're wrestling with each other near the edge of the pool where I'm cleaning. All of a sudden, one of the kids pushes the other kid with the candy bar, and he lets the candy bar go as he's falling backward into the pool. So he's starting to fall back, and I see it, and I take the rake, the big broom thing that I'm using, and I use it to keep him steady from falling in the pool. He drops the candy bar. As the candy bar is flying, I catch it with one hand and save him from falling in the pool with the broom handle with the other. And the kids sitting there, they're like they look over, "Oh, man, thank you so much." And no big deal. And I'm holding the candy bar, and they run off, and I go, "Hey, hey, hey, what about?" And they ran off. I couldn't give them back the candy bar, so I kinda look at it, I smell it, I take a bite. All of a sudden, I hear a voice from the pool, and you see Mr. Plasker for the first time. It's Bill Murray's character saying, "Hey, there's no lunch break yet."
Bill Murray's character from what?
Caddyshack.
Oh, the groundskeeper.
Yes.
Oh.
But he was in the pool cleaning up for the Baby Ruth candy bar. And the tagline would be, "Sometimes you just have to reward your bad self."
And this is a candy bar commercial.
You do it for a candy bar.
Okay, I like it. And that was a long way to go for the Bill.
Well, you know what? You would hear the voice of Bill Murray probably in the beginning, so you would kinda catch on to the fact, "Oh, it's Bill Murray, but what is he?" And you start to put his name is
Okay.
Carl Plasker in Caddyshack.
In what?
Yep.
So the grounds
He's Carl.
Carl.
They call him Carl all the time, so I don't know if you ever knew his last name.
So where'd you come up with Plasker?
That was his name in the cast, Carl Plasker. But I didn't wanna give it a
I wanna look that up.
Okay.
Bill.
But I want the candy bar to fall to the ground because that's not very appealing when you're trying to sell a Baby Ruth bar.
Right.
So he catches it with one hand and saves the kid. And when Bill Murray in Caddyshack takes a bite of that Baby Ruth, he says, "Found it. No big deal." And takes a
Right.
bite of it, and the judge's wife faints in his arms.
Carl Spackler.
Oh, Spackler. Okay, Spackler's, like, you would know that. Okay, Spackler's Tool Company.
Okay. So I have just I mean, so how does a groundskeeper go from groundskeeper to pool company? Are we just suspending the
It was in Caddyshack.
he clean pools as well?
Do if you bring up the YouTube clip of you remember in Caddyshack where the Baby Ruth was
Yeah, they
brought?
thought yeah. So he cleaned the pool as well? Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
He sent him over to clean the pool, and the judge Ted Knight was shouting to him, "I want it sanitized."
Ted Knight, yeah.
Because they knew the candy bar, they thought it was a duty.
Mhm.
And he was giving him, and then when he found it and he smelled, and he took a bite of it, and he went, "No big deal."
Right.
And I'm like,
That's fine.
classic. From there.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna close out with this. Did you see the story? Savannah Guthrie's mother was abducted.
It almost seemed like it was.
Okay, so I have questions.
Mhm.
Uh, is there something like that we're missing? Like, why? Who would want to abduct Savannah Guthrie's mother?
Maybe it was one of those
Because I know. Listen,
independent movie things where this guy goes, "You know what? Hey, Bob, that's Savannah Guthrie's mom. I bet you her mother has money." And maybe it was two guys on drugs that just grabbed her.
I didn't even know Savannah Guthrie had a mother until she got abducted. So
Well, now you know.
okay, but like,
It
and
just
how much
seems.
money does Savannah Guthrie have?
Well, she did. Was she on NBC? And
She's
did
NBC, isn't
okay,
she?
so she's probably
Okay, but like,
a coin.
did they ask for? Has there been a ransom demand yet?
Oh, we're getting little information on this. I saw the sheriff today on TV, and he basically either he knows and he can't tell us. He's basically just given us, "This is what she looks like, and she's missing." That was it. And somebody took her, and that's all. So I don't know if they don't want to give away a lead.
So if this kidnapper listens to my the podcast, listen,
Not for nothing.
research your target. A kidnapped Musk's kid. I mean, Elon Musk's kid. I mean,
They're probably figuring no, because with Musk's kid, he probably can afford security up the wazoo. But somebody a little more lesser known than Musk, what's she gonna do? Maybe she'll fork over $10,000 and they'll grab it and run.
All right, I lied. I'll end on this because, and this is not political, but I'm not a fan of Elon Musk by any stretch of the imagination. But his comment, because his name came up in the latest dump of the millions of pages worth of the Epstein files, and his name was. I mean, I saw the email, so it doesn't look good.
Right.
But his quote, I had to laugh. He goes, "If I wanted to," so this is his way of separating himself from Jeffrey Epstein, which did not work.
Right.
If I wanted to hang out with young women, I wouldn't need the help of a loser like Jeffrey Epstein.
However, I went to a party of his, and they happened to be
You get it. But Jon Stewart had the line because he did this. It was fresh in my head. He goes, "So your line of separating yourself from him is saying you could do Jeffrey Epstein without the aid of Jeffrey Epstein." Okay,
Correct.
so that really doesn't help you at all.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, that's a double-edged sword right there.
All right, 6 more weeks of winter, my friend.
Ugh,
Thank you very much. Is there anything you'd like to say, not scream into the microphone before we leave?
I don't think so. Oh, go Vincenzone or
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Give us your comments. Who looks younger, me or Vincenzo? Remember, this is my podcast. Over and out.
Midnight's calling, the city's alive. Moonlight shining, I'm feeling the vibe. Saw her dancing in a black leather dress. One look at me, and I knew I was next. Oh, the music played, the lights were low. She pulled me in and whispered, "Don't let go." Last night in Soho, oh what a dream. Lost in the moment, just her and me. She stole my heart, then vanished in the haze. Last night in Soho, I'm lost in the blaze. Champagne spilling, the crowd got loud. We disappeared right into the crowd. Up on the rooftop, under the stars, she said, "Let's dance while the world's still ours." Oh, the music played, the lights were low. She pulled me in and whispered, "Don't let go." Last night in Soho, oh what a dream. Lost in the moment, just her and me. She stole my heart, then vanished in the haze. Last night in Soho, I'm lost in the blaze. Oh, was she real or just in my mind? Her love so electric, it's one